I'm Renelle Kathryn. My business is Auction Fitness 03 in Durango, Colorado. I do a combination of ozone therapy and fitness. I'm really interested in one-on-one, working with my clients one-on-one, doing circuit training, but everything from post-rehab. I'm really interested in detox, which is where my ozone therapy comes in. I'm interested in movement. I'm interested in oxygenating your cells and getting you moving before I put you into the sauna. The reason why I'm so passionate about this business, I would say mainly I've always been into fitness. I was a professional artist for about 25 years. I mean, I'm still an artist. I always lived in big lofts, and my work was really heavy. I did glass and metal work. So I always had a fitness gym, basically, in my loft. So that started me out working out at a really young age. Probably I really got into it 23, 24. So taking care of myself physically was important, along with doing my art. And then I ended up with heavy metal toxicity, which I think I was about 27, 28. I had a lot of pain. I was in a lot of pain. I didn't know quite what was up. Fortunately, I moved to Durango. I kind of did a 360 in my lifestyle change. When I was 14, I started an apprenticeship in this glass studio in Dallas, Texas. I ended up working in this glass studio all through high school, college, a little bit after college, until I actually went out on my own and started my own business. I got a degree in, actually I studied interior design for several years, and then I ended up with a metal sculpture degree with a
bachelor's degree?
With a minor in architecture.
Okay, so
Let's
right
start
now
out.
you just say,
And I was doing this.
You don't start from the beginning. You just
Okay.
start from sort of where the thought dropped off.
Let's start back with, I studied interior design, okay. I studied interior design for several years, and then went in, since I'd already had a background in stained glass, I went ahead and went into the sculpture department and got a metal sculpture degree with a minor in architecture. From then, I moved into the city, downtown Dallas, moved into, when the lofts were big and cool and cheap, moved into the Arts District down in Deep Ellum, and I opened up my own glass studio, and I was building stained glass windows along with my metal stuff, so it really collage, glass and metal collage. I stayed there for about 7 years, and then about 29, I decided I would move to Durango. I worked in this glass studio at a really young age, 14, as I said, for a long time. It was kind of a small garage. It wasn't ventilated well. My mentor really had not a whole lot of consciousness around the toxicity of alloys, especially we were using solder, which is made of lead and tin. So I'm soldering down like this, it's in my face, there's no fans, no ventilation, no gloves. I did this probably till I was 20, till I finally, I went into the sculpture department, and they taught us the toxicity of alloys. So it dawned on me to start reading the labels, and I had been doing this since I was 14. And when I was about 22, 23, I started feeling the effects of really feeling bad all the time. So, I'm reading, causes cancer, causes this and that, birth defects. And I'm a little like, wow, okay, I must have lead poisoning. I went to a conventional doctor, had my blood test done. I came out, I think I was 25 then. They're like, no, you're fine. Blood levels look fine. So I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And I'm kind of starting to do my research, and everybody I'm kind of talking to that is in the stained glass industry, especially my supply man, oh, you're fine, lead doesn't absorb into your skin, it's too heavy of a metal. When I was about 29, I decided I was going to get out of the city, I was going to move into the mountains, and I was going to just do a 360 on my lifestyle. And it mainly had to do with my health, with my mental health, physical health, and I wanted to snowboard, really. So I moved into Durango. Durango has these amazing health practitioners, so many amazing health practitioners. A lot of them became my friends. We got to talking, and of course, you know, one of the naturopathic doctors said, "It really sounds like you have lead poisoning." And this is kind of had escaped my mind for 4 or 5 years. And I thought, well, you know what? That's exactly kind of what I thought about 6 years ago. So I went in and had a urine heavy metal lab done, which read I was off the charts in lead, off the charts in mercury, off the charts in cadmium. So I then started a IV intravenous EDTA it's an amino acid that they pump in, and then you detox the metals. So that was huge. That was beneficial for me. A little expensive. It's all out of pocket, of course, because it's alternative medicine. Then I got into the ozone sauna. I found a friend of mine had one in Texas, and we started trying it out, and it was interesting. Started doing more research on it. And then it was like I realized what was happening. I was sitting in the sauna, I was sweating, and I was detoxing this black gunk out of my towel. And that really made me curious what was going on. So I did a little bit more research, and it ends up that the ozone sauna, the ozone itself oxidizes heavy metals. And then the sweat through the sauna, I'm putting my body in hyperthermia, putting myself into a induced fever state, and I'm sweating out the toxins. And I had a lot of body pain. The IV stuff definitely worked, but I still, you know, through working out, moving my body, which oxygenated my cells, that made a huge difference. The days I didn't work out, I would be in a lot of pain the next day. So I noticed this. So working out, so I was always gung-ho about that, and then got into the sauna, and it really, as far as my inflammation pain and all my toxins, my levels are really, you know, low now, and I can maintain. Not to say that it's all gone. I think it takes years of detox on many different levels, and detoxing the organs. And it's not, I don't think this is the only modality that's going to cure me or anybody else, but I think it's a great thing to have on your maintenance program. So the clients that I see, the clients that are attracted to what I'm doing are individuals who are dealing with some sort of immune system issue, that are dealing with brain fog, what else? Body pain, inflammation, joint pain, autoimmune diseases, pre-cancerous, post-cancerous. I honestly, if somebody has been through chemo and radiation, that has been through that process, and maybe they're starting on a clean slate, I think the sauna is great for to continue on to promote a preventative wellness from then on, and to detox some of that stuff. You know, say you do have a clean slate from now on, you know, it's good to bring out some of those, you know, poisons from your body that store in your cells. I had one client who was on pharmaceutical drugs for painkillers, actually, for about 6 years. All that stuff, all those pharmaceutical drugs build up in our organs, they build up in our fat cells, and it's amazing. She did over 21 sessions, and she was just dumping black toxins off onto her towel. So a lot of her, she was losing weight at the same time. You're losing calories while you're sitting in there. So, you know, I prefer my clients to go into the fitness room, let's do a little half-hour workout, and then put you in the sauna. So all kinds of, everything from diabetes to tumors, you name it. There are lots of reasons. So come on in, we'll give you a little tour of the ozone and the ozone sauna and our fitness studio. So this is my ozone office. Come on in here, we'll give you a little tour of the sauna. This is what they call a Russian steam cabinet. Originally it was made out in Germany in the early 1900s. Ozone has been around since the late 1800s. This is the steam cabinet, and we'll walk around here and open it up. And actually I'll just sit inside of it for you. So your head's out, you're not all locked in like everybody thinks. Ozone comes out of here, and the sauna comes out from underneath the seat. So what we're doing is we're putting your body in a hyperthermia state, a fever-induced state. And we're opening up all your pores through sweat. And then we're coming over here and we're turning on the oxygen. So this is oxygen, medical grade oxygen that runs through this ozone generator. So this ozone generator has these little glass tubes in it. The electricity runs through the glass tubes and the oxygen is run through that. And then that is when it outputs on the other end is ozone. So it gives it a third atom. So ozone is a heavier gas. You don't want to inhale ozone. You basically you want to get it in through your orifices, and that includes nose, ears, through your skin. You can do vaginal, rectal, ozone shots. I don't give ozone shots. This is mainly what I deal with. This is really good because you actually detox. You're sweating out toxins. So the ozone is getting in through your skin into your lymph system. It takes a lot of sessions to actually accumulate. It has an cumulative effect. So then you get your body pumping with ozone, and it's killing stuff off, and it's oxidizing free radicals, it's oxidizing heavy metals. It does all kinds of amazing stuff.